Okay, you saw the dimes, you saw the nickels, and the nickels didn't really pertain to this, but this is from the same pickup. All of these, I got 2 boxes, but all that's going to matter for today's hunt, for this hunt, are these rolls. These are the older rolls. I opened some of them, and again, everything here is copper, at least from what I've seen, or at least from the 80s, in the 80s, or older than that. I didn't see any wheat cents. I saw some blazers though. So I'm gonna open these. I still have the dimes from the first 4 dime rolls. I don't know if there's more yet. I'm gonna double check these so that when I go to the bank tomorrow morning, I can also maybe ask for these old rolls. Now, these two are the same design as these dimes. So these two might be actually insane, so stand by. So, without further ado, let's just begin with these rolls. I checked one, and both looked like copper blazer enders. So we'll kind of see how these end up. Nice 60s. There's a wheat cent, several wheat cents. Holy smokes. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Look at all the wheat cents. All right, so as you can see, there's 60s blazers. There's plenty of wheats. There's a 55. Maybe not the DDO. I don't know. I'm way too scatterbrained right now. Okay. I'm going to do what I did with the dimes, at least in the first episode of the dimes. Those are all going to the side. I'll open up this roll, probably put them all to the side if they're all wheats again. Open up these. Stay tuned. Yeah, same thing. I mean, some blazers like that one, and then just wheat cents everywhere. I mean, I haven't seen anything too crazy. There's a 30s, another 30s. This is stupid. I mean, silver wheat cents. I mean, somebody literally just put a whole collection into the bank. So needless to say, I will be asking for pennies, dimes. I refused the quarters, and I'm kicking myself. There better be quarters, and I guarantee there will be silver Washington quarters if I open up those rolls. So we'll be asking for everything with this wrapper tomorrow morning. This is wild. All right, I opened up one of these older looking rolls, and I mean, they're all nice copper cents. I've got a 59. We have a Canadian here, but they're all nicer. It looks like 70s mostly. Wow. So I'm keeping the nice 82s because I want to check them for any transition errors, as well as 83s, and that's the newest we've found so far. Now there's been 2 59s, make that a Blazer 59 for our third 59, sorry. And then we have another Canadian here. The first was from 75, the second from 68. So again, we're going to continue through these old rolls, and yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens at the bank tomorrow. I honestly couldn't tell you what roll we're on, but we do have our first wheat cent, not from the pile, obviously, from the crazy rolls. 57D in decent shape. Maybe 10-ish rolls. Another Canadian, 66 this time. They keep getting older. Again, here's the 82s, here's the 83s. I kept everything nicer from the 80s and 70s, 60s, 759s, Canadians, and that one wheat cent so far, aside from the pile, which we'll deal with tomorrow after we see if there's any more rolls like that. I mean, it's like going to the past when all the dimes are in the 60s and all the pennies are pre-85. 85 is the newest I've seen so far. Again, we're going to finish these rolls. I'll do all of these rolls in a separate hunt after I found out the extent to which this old collection dump is a thing. Anyways, found another Canadian, the fourth of the box, 1982. All right, we're running down maybe 10 rolls of what I assume to be the nice ones left. 63D Blazer. We'll continue on. This roll has a few Canadians, and I figure why not take them out live. Bird scent, cool. And the other one is somewhere over here, I thought. Okay, maybe oh, there's one more right there, too, where I just dropped it. A 76 and an 81. All right, we continue. All right, another Blazer, 59 Denver, nice. Only 7 rolls of the cool stuff left. Another Canadian, 1980. Another Canadian, a 1973. We keep with the theme of about 1 Canadian per roll. In 1974, we have 5 rolls left. Sure enough, the next roll again, 1980. Second to last roll before we hit the banks in the morning. 63D Blazer. And the final one, 67. I think it got cut off. Let's move all these 82s out of the way. We'll let me clear up my space, then we'll hunt these, and then that'll be it for this video, of course. More may be coming soon if we find more of these rolls at the bank tomorrow. All right, so in the 2 rolls, here's all the Blazers, some nice 60s. These are kind of not Blazers, so, 10 nice looking ones, some other 60s, of course. As we saw on the dimes, nothing was earlier than 1968, and that holds the same here. I mean, the earliest I see, or the new whatever, is 67, and a whole bunch of wheat cents. We'll get this wheat cent sent up a decade. All I've seen so far is 34 as the oldest. That's just at a glance. I flipped them all upside down, so I'll see them here soon. All right, that took a second, but there's a lot to go through here. We have, to start off, 19, 20, 28, 29, 334s, a 35, and then I'll just say the years from here on out: 36, 37, 39, 40, 41, 42. Of course, no 43s. 44, PND, 45, 46, PND, 47, D only, 48, no 49s, 50, a couple 50Ds, 51D, 2D, 3 and 3D, 4D, 5 and 5D, 6D, 7D, and 8D. So yeah, I'm really hoping tomorrow morning goes good. All right, it's the next day. We have 16 more penny rolls, all the older type wrappers. I'm not sure about these here in the middle, though. We're going to find out. This one could be very interesting. That's kind of where I'm at the moment. There were, unfortunately, no more dimes, no nickels, no quarters, just these pennies. Now, we know for sure that these wrappers here, as well as these wrappers here, will be part of this same copper dump that occurred, so stay tuned. All right, so the first 7 rolls were as expected. These type of rolls did not do too well. Let's move on to these 4, which are questionable. These 5 should be really good. All right, we're finally back to the copper things. Nothing too crazy as of yet. Again, we will have a few rolls, 8 total rolls, it appears, of the copper rolls. In that first roll of the 8 new rolls of what is essentially a 30-something roll hunt, or 40-something roll hunt, depending on if you count the last 8 rolls that had nothing, we do have a wheat cent, 52 out of Denver. The next roll, we do have another wheat cent, 1939 out of Philly. Only 1 full roll left, and the thing we have been missing this morning is the Canadian cents, and we have 3 of them here. 1981, another 81, and another 81. So, unfortunately, no more major wheat cent dumps, no more major silver dumps, but it's still all copper on that last roll there, so 8 more rolls of copper, along with the 25 we had earlier, plus the 2 wheat cent rolls we had earlier. So overall, a very nice hunt. All right, we're going through all the 83s. I actually already went through all the 83s. Of course, no coppers there. We're now going through the stack of 82s and organizing them into their classification to see if we have anything interesting. Well, sure enough, we have everything except for the one that doesn't exist, the 1982D small date copper. You're wondering where the large date Philadelphia coppers are. Well, they're all up here. So a whole bunch of those, a whole bunch of zinc large date Philadelphia coppers. Only one 82D large date zinc, pretty even on the small date zincs, and only a few copper small date Phillies.